So welcome back to my channel. Today I want to be showing you how I made this beautiful top I'm wearing. It's so beautiful and I really love you to watch and stay tuned to see how it's done. It's easy, it's beginners friendly, and it's easy for the advanced students. So let's go straight to it. The first thing to make it's your pattern. So as you can see, this is my pattern. It's already there. So this is the front part of my pattern. So I made an extension for the front, and extension I made because it's a top, I made it to be I made it to be 6.5 inches, 6.5 inches extra. So you can see 6.5 inches extra for the front, and for the back I made it to be 5 inches. Yes, I made it to be 5 inches for the back. So sorry, you're seeing the back. So this is the back, 5 inches extension from the waistline. And for the front, I made it 6.5 inches for the front for the extension. So this is the waistline, and this is my bust. So let's go straight to it. So the first thing I need to do is to get my first thing I need to do is to get my the midpoint on my armhole. So creating that, I have to measure my armhole. So I'm measuring it this way. You feel free to use your flexible ruler. So that's 10. So that means it's half I need. So I'm just going to go straight there, and that's just going to mark this point. And next thing I need to do is to make the curve. So how I like to do it is to just go a straight line this way, as if I'm making my bustier. Then I get the midpoint. So the next thing I need to do is to get um my neck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down one. I'm going to come down 1 inches this way. Just going to measure my 1 inches, and I'm going to also connect it. So the next thing I need to do is to get um my neck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down one. I'm going to come down 1 inches this way. Just going to measure my 1 inches, and I'm going to also connect it. All right. So I'm just going to connect this part this way, connecting my neckline this way. Then from here, I'm just going to come at 1 inches extra. Let me give it the mark. Yeah. Then I'm going to connect it to meet this exact part. So I'm just going to connect giving it this shape. As you can see, I'm using my master pattern to get my shape. So I'm just going to go this way, and that is it. So at this point, I'm going to come out 1/2 inches on both sides, on both sides. So I'm just going to connect it this way to the midpoint I've gotten before. So that's how it's going to be. Then again from here, measure my under bust, which is 15.5. So I'm going to measure my 15.5, but I want to be working with 15 this particular project. So, and on this point, I'm going to come out 1/2 inches. As you can see it clearly. If you're still watching till now, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I really do appreciate. I'm just going to curve with my hands. I really like working with my hands. Then at this point, I'm going to curve it this way. and back to my waistline. So basically, this is how it's just going to look like. So, so the next thing, we've actually made the front. So the next thing to do, I'm just going to go to the back pattern, then before coming back to the front. So the back, this is the back, and this is the zip extension. So this is the zip extension. At this part of the back, which is the zip extension, I'm going to come in 3/4 of an inch to taper the back very well. Then I'm going to curve it very well. I'm going to curve it this way and curve it this way too, just a bit. You can see the way I did it. Then this part again, I need to come down 1 inches, just the way we did for the front. We are going to do the same thing at the back to get our collar. The same thing we did. We're just going to use our 1 inch and connect like so. So after doing that, I'm going to come out 1 inches again, just the way I did in the front. Now I'm going to connect again the midpoint. I just want to know where my break point is. This is 9.5, so definitely this is 4. So I'm just going to know where my break point is going to be like. I'm just going to put my ruler this way, and connect. So you can go twice, just let it be coherence there when doing it. So this is what basically this is it. So I'm just going to open this part and close in my bust dart. I've already contoured it. Now at the hem here, I'm just going to connect the front and the back. I'm just going to come up 1 inches this way, 1 inches at the back, just 1 inches, and I'm going to connect it back to the line that I want it to be, 1 inches, like this. So then at the front, I'm going to do the same thing, just 1 inches. Or you can actually leave the front because we still need to contour it, but you could still take it. This is what 5, 4. So I'm just going to take 1 inches. Do you know what? So you understand, I'm just going to leave it this way, and when we get to that part, you understand what I'm about to do there. So this is it. I'm just going to cut it off camera and get back to what next you need to do. So I have opened my bust darts. I've closed my bust darts. Sorry about that. So I've closed my bust darts, and no, why this is stuck somehow. Okay. So I use my tape to just close it this way. Then this 1/2 inches here, remember to cut it off. Just going to cut it off. So I'm going to add 1/2 inches because I'm going to be sewing it with 1/2 inches on this part. Then I'm adding 1/2 inches to tailor. So the neck part, this is the front. This is the front. I've cut it off, and this is the back, and this is the zip. So what I need to do is to add it this way. Sorry. I need to do is to add it this way. I'm just going to add this way, as you can see. Then I'm going to just to get it right, just taking off the excess. Then I'll put it this way. Then I'm going to take them together. So I've done it, and as you can see, I'm just going to add extra 1/2 inches on this part because I'm going to be sewing the collar. Please disregard this part. I'm just going to go 1/2 inches This is for my collar, and it gets up to the zip level. So this part, I'm going to be adding half inches at this part to attach back to the clothes. Now for this part, I'm going to leave this hem this way because I'm still going to be trimming it off to have that effect you saw down. I'm just going to cut exactly on the level because I'm still going to be trimming it off. And my allowance is already here, so I'm going to cut this part too off. So you see this part that is really shorting out. You just take your scissors or use your ruler to go in 1/8 and curve it out. So it doesn't, see how smooth it is right now. Don't forget to do that part. And working with marker is not as easy as working with pencils when drafting your pattern. So beginners, please use your pencil. And this is the center front. I'm going to take it out, down. So so for the back, I'm just going to curve it. But please note that when getting your line at the back, look for what's going to make it easy for you. So the matches, if possible, you can actually do it this way. So you just get it easy when you're sewing it. So they'll meet each other at that point. This is for the back. So I'm just going to use my curve ruler, and I'm not going to be starting from here. I'm just going to take it down to where fits easy. Sorry. So I'm just going to take it from where fits very easy for me to um curve it. So I'm just going to curve it this way and use my hand to get it to enter into one of the darts. You see what I did? I didn't use this part. I allowed it to get into one of the darts because I want it to be easy for me to sew without any botch up. So I'm going to now cut it off, and I'm going to follow this particular dart. So when making yours, don't go and start curving from here. It's going to botch out when you are sewing it. So this is my side back, and this is my center back. And thank you for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate. So I'm going to put my sewing allowance when I want to cut it, but you can always put yours maybe 1 inches or 1.5. I'll probably just use 1.5, but it's not going to be enough, so I'll put it on the fabric when cutting it. Let me just leave it as an edge, so I know that it's 1.5. So this is my center back. This is it. This is for drafting of the pattern in two. So this is it. So this is my center front, and this is my side front, and this is my, I forgot to cut the excess, so I'm going to cut this one off. So don't forget to do that when it's been yours. Okay, so this is now my side back. You can see the way it is. So next, stay tuned and watch the next posts on how to tailor it. Thank you. See you in my next post. Bye.